Okay, now we're gonna do the second half of this closure. It's a pretty long section, as you know. Number 126, do college athletes earn more? So after you graduate from college, there's a 2005 study that looked at the college athletes' earnings after graduation. It doesn't tell us if they were working as an athlete or not, but I don't know. Well, I have no idea what the answer to that is, but here we have a chart. So yearly earnings in thousands of dollars. So this is between 0 and 27,000. 27,000 and 54,000 and so on, all the way up to over $216,000 a year. And then we have in this first column the number of non-athletes, how much they made. So this is 11 people made of the 200 people they interviewed. 11 of them that were not sports people in college made between 0 and $27,000 a year, versus the number of athletes that made that amount, all the way up to, they kind of tie up here in the high regions of money. So which data representation would show this data the best, a histogram or a box plot? Since there's no outliers, either one will be fine. If there were outliers, you would want to choose the box plot. Okay. Create the data representation of your choice for each set. So you're going to make a histogram, and it's going to look like this, and I think you have that in your answer key. This is the yearly earnings along the bottom, and then the number of athletes. And this is the number of students, and this is the non-athletes versus the athletes. So you can see, just looking at this, the non-athletes plateaus out. It's not a lot of people in the height. Well, not a lot there either, but it looks like there's more higher earnings just from looking at this quickly for the athletes, which is not surprising in our society. Okay, number of observations, you would add all of these up. So there's 100 and 100 people that answered. Someone can consider wealthy if it makes over 216,000. What percentage? So percentage you're going to do is you're going to take how many are here and divide it by how many are total. So they're both going to be 1 divided by 100, which is 1%. By looking at your data, determine and estimate the median. The median would be between the 49th and the 50th person in each column. And I think that ends up sort of in here. And what salaries do typical athletes earn versus non-athletes? So you're going to find the median or the mean of each of these two rows. Do college athletes earn more after graduation? So you can justify your answer that yes, it is the athletes that make more. And based on a shape, which would be a better measure of center, mean or median? I think you could probably use either, but let's check and see what our book says. It says either. So that was a big part of chapter 8. Chapter 8 was a lot about finding central tendency, right? So if you guys have a grasp on that now, or at least you're starting to have a grasp on that. 127 says copy the following problems, then use a number line to help you fill in the less than, greater than, or equals on the blank line. So copy these problems, and here on this line, you're going to put is -5 less than, greater than, or equal to -5. And you're going to look up here, and you're going to see that -9 is here, -5 is here. Going to that direction is bigger. It's a bigger number. 15 grapes is less than 0, is more than 0, and it's definitely more than -5 grapes. -5 grapes means you owe someone 5 grapes. You have none, you have less than none, you're broke. Absolute value, remember, on C means anything that comes out of that is positive. So this is a +6. And this is, oh, there's no line here. This negative sign is outside of this absolute value. So this -6, even though it comes out and it becomes positive, is still a negative. So -6 is less than 6. So it'll actually say 6 is greater than. 6 is greater than -6. So I have it like this. Let's see. Read each question below on 128. To decide if it's statistical, if possible, reword the question. So remember when we were doing 8 something something and we talked about How old are you? That's not a statistic, that's a number. But how old are the people in your class? You can have a variety of answers. So how much do babies born weigh? That's hopefully statistical to you. What continent is the country of Angola part of? Definitely not a statistic. The continent is a place, and you can't even reword that. What time do you get out of school in the afternoon? Is that statistical? No, but you could, because I mean, yeah, we have different times and different days, but it's always set. So you could say the range of people getting out in California. That would be a statistic, I would say. And then that's it. So 6 more minutes. So hopefully, I'm not going to give you guys a test. I just think like that's just going to be too much at this point in quarantine. So hopefully you got a lot out of chapter 8, and we are going to be moving on to chapter 9. Bye. Say bye to my dog. Say bye, Eddie. I don't like math. I love math. Pissy loves math. Eddie, not so much. Pissy, do you love math? Yes, Mom. I love it. Dude, look at her tail wagging. She loves it. Bye. Okay. See you in the next chapter.